All right, so we're going to do the side by side. We got the 502, 509, 510, and the 545. So here's the 502. Pretty much the same setup. All these is pretty much really the same setup. The upper slide on the 509 and 52 is a little different. These two got the same. This brown or tan is a little different, and this one looked like almost like an OD green. All of these three came with the Trijicon night sights. These on the 509 actually say it. The 510 and 545, it don't say it. It just got some little number right here. We say if it's Trijicon or not. So the 509 and the 510 is pretty much about the same length. Yeah, it's pretty much about the same length. The width, the 509 of course is going to be a little bigger because of bigger barrel, but pretty much it's about the same. The height going to be different because of these magazines. So here's the difference in the height right here. But as far as length, it's pretty much the same. So the 502 comes with a 15 round magazine. The 509 comes with a 24 round magazine. The 510 comes with a 22 round 10 millimeter magazine. And the 545 comes with an 18 round 45 magazine. So with the 545 and the 510, they're exactly the same. Like just barrel change, because everything else is the same on there. So you can see the width difference on there. Of course, it's got to be bigger barrel. But the length is just a little bit longer. Just a little bit, like almost like half an inch. So not too bad. So the 502, all of these fit the same size holsters without any light. They all fit a small size holster with a laser. They'll all fit the medium size holster. And with a flashlight, like these ones on this table, they'll all fit a large. The 502 magazines fit in this is the 10 round one, fits in the mag holster. And all of these fit in the same. This one is I think, yeah, this is the 45, the 15 round 45. This one came with two mags, a 10 and a 15. The 545 and 510 came with two mags. 545 is a 15 and an 18. The 510 came with, I believe, this might be a 18. 18 and a 22, or this might be a 15 and a 22. I think it's 15 and 22 because it sit more flush. And the 509 came with a 17 and two 24s. All of them is optics ready. They all came with plates. I'll be putting the optic on here soon. They all threaded barrel, half by 28 for the 22 and the 509. I'm not sure what the thread pitch on these is, but I know they probably the same because you're going to use a bigger and different suppressor for those two. So we got the Viper Vortex on these two in FDE. Venom Vortex on here. Co-witness with optic. This one co-witness with this optic, and the same for that. We haven't put an optic on here yet, but I did notice that the optic plates that it comes with a sight. So it should co-witness, but we'll see that when we put it on there. This one is the only one that's hammered fire. So yeah, this is the only one that's hammered fire. Trigger got the same it got the same curve, but you see these got that little cut in them. This one is an Apex trigger on here, but it got the little cut right there, and this one just flat. Ambi everything. All of these is all fully ambi. This the only one that comes with a safety. And these sights is plastic. These ones is metal on these three, but these came plastic. And it looked like it came with an extra front sight in the bag with this. And these came with interchangeable grips. This one didn't. Yeah, they just kept the same grips. Like, you can't change these, but on these you can change the back strap on all three of those. All of them you can see can do a flashlight or a laser. They all field strip the same way. By pulling that pedal down and then going forward, they all set up the same way on field stripping. We haven't shot this one yet. This one came with 2 springs. And we shoot this one suppressed a lot. No issues with this at all. This came with 2 springs. These one didn't. We still waiting on the suppressor for this too. And we'll do update videos on how these run suppressed. So we got a suppressor coming for those. I can put my R9 suppressor on this one and see how this run. We're gonna try that soon. We're gonna put an optic on it and shoot it suppressed. Subsonic ammo and super. The weight on it feels fairly much about the same. So this definitely will help you with training. Ammo is way cheaper in 22. You'll get the same feel for the gun. All the controls is the same. So this is a perfect gun to train with and get familiar with this the firearm setup. Like, everything is in the same thing. Only difference is got a safety and not a safety. But 22, there's gonna be less recoil than a 9mm, but I don't know how the trigger is on it. Dry firing it feels okay. The reset seems a little long, but the Apex is different, so this is not the factory trigger. But you see where the take up at, the wall, break, and then short reset. That's a real nice trigger. I hope eventually, I haven't checked, but I hope they change these too. .545 and 510 is good. Right at the wall. Break. And the reset is pretty good. And these ain't really even broken in, but these feel better, which I know these probably the same trigger. They feel better than what the factory trigger in the 509 felt like. Thing missing too, they didn't do night sights. I don't know why they didn't, but probably would have brought the cost up because these was $1,000 a piece. The MSRP It's like $1,000 a piece on the 509, 545, and 510. They come in black, and then this FDE color. This one kind of remind me of the Scar with this OD green look on top. You know, the different shades. Yeah, they all got the front and rear serrations on them. Yeah, they all feel about the same. But yeah, they didn't do night sights on here. So like I said, yeah, these was all 1,000. This one is like around 550, 600 MSRP. Just say 600. So probably if they would have did night sights, probably would have made them like 700. I don't know if you can get night sights for it yet. I haven't really looked up anything. But I think that would have brought the cost up even more. We're going to test this out real soon. Drop this optic in. Test the suppressor out. And I think I'm going to roll with this light on here. The smaller light. I had a bigger light on there. But I'm going to roll with this one. And like I said, with this, it fits the same. So if you already got one of these holsters, you're good to go. Same size. That's large. And without, do the small. But that's pretty much it for the side by side. We're gonna have more videos on this real soon.
I see your motivation, I see your movement is in effect, and I fucking love that shit. Let's get it.